Ruins mean ancient sites falling into decay. That word can't mean modern stuff, or can it? At the Cape Canaveral Space Force Station, Florida, where most of these pictures are from, what remains of Launch Complex 19 sits quietly threatened by invasive plant species and the corrosive natural environment. Think sea salt. The site is the location of 27 major launches, including 10 manned Gemini missions. It was decommissioned in December of 1966. Not only Gemini missions, but Titan I and II missiles. Between 1959 to 1966, this was an active site. The first flight on August 14, 1959, ended in a pad explosion that extensively damaged the facility. After months of repair, a successful launch was completed on February 2, 1960. From left, James McLeod and Jeffrey Duvernay, research associates with the Alliance for Integrated Spatial Technologies at the University of South Florida, set up a tripod-based laser scanner at Launch Complex 14. The AIST team is partnering with the Air Force to capture three-dimensional laser scans of National Historic landmarks like this to document the condition of these deteriorating complexes. Each scan collects millions of data points and gives Cape Canaveral's Cultural Resource Manager the information to plan and develop preservation strategies. Launch Complex 14 was the site of several manned Mercury launches in the 60s, including the Friendship 7 flight on February 20, 1967, of John Glenn. On Launch Complex 34, scanning equipment is set up to capture three-dimensional laser scans of the structure and the surrounding area. This is a National Historic Landmark as the site of the Apollo 1 tragedy on January 27, 1967, which killed astronauts Lieutenant Colonel Virgil I. Gus Grissom, Lieutenant Colonel Edward H. White II, and Lieutenant Commander Roger B. Chafee. A view from the edge of the pad of Launch Complex 34 toward the blockhouse and surrounding structures. Blockhouse 5-6 still has some of its original windows in place. The windows' 3 panes are each comprised of 15 layers of 1/4-inch glass, a total of 45 layers of glass per window, measuring about 1 foot thick. This image shows the layers of glass for one of the Blockhouse 5-6 blast windows that is part of a New Mexico Museum of Space History exhibit. This is the exhibit of that one blast window. This is outside of Blockhouse 5-6, where Redstone, Jupiter, and Juno missiles were launched. Launch Complex 26 is a deactivated launch site consisting of 2 pads, A and B. Pad A was used for the Jupiter C and Juno 1 rockets and was the launch site for Explorer 1, the United States' first satellite, in 1958. Pad B was used for Juno 2. Jupiter IRBMs were launched from both pads. The complex is now the home of the Air Force Space and Missile Museum. This beehive blockhouse is one of 2 at Launch Complex 3132, where the Air Force tested Minuteman missiles in the 60s and 70s. Let us thank the U.S. Air Force working to preserve these and other structures. My name is Sue Taylor, Chief Curator for the New Mexico Museum of Space History. Thank you all for joining me today on this edition of Into the Vault. Please check out our webpage, YouTube channel, and Facebook. We always have something new at the New Mexico Museum of Space History. Thank you.